And you're watching Poland Daily Business Edition. Our guest is Maciej Hutkiewicz of TVP3 Warsaw. Sir, welcome to the show.
Good day to you.
Let us talk a little bit about the Polish government policy. We've heard on the last weekend a new proposition, purely electional, the 500 plus benefit for those who are having children here.
This is the first children.
For the first child, yes. And the lower income tax for all employees, the zero income tax for those who are under 26, the one-time benefit for pensioners. Does it all looks like spending the government money for social?
It may look like this, of course, but on the other hand, it looks like the government is giving money to the people to raise the economy. We are, maybe not we, but the government is probably seeing something that is going to happen in late 2019 or maybe 2020, that our economy is going to raise not so fast like the last year. So maybe they are trying to give some money to the markets, so our GDP will grow as fast as it used to. But on the other hand, of course, they are giving like 500 zlotys to every child is born in Poland every month. So we have this like program, the Family 500 Plus, which used to give like 500 zlotys per month to every second and the other child.
And following child,
But now it's going to be for the first child also. So it's a lot of money, of course, but it helped our economy last time, and I think it will help this time also.
Because this is increasing consumer spending. People will have much more money in their pockets, and thus they will go to market.
Yes, of course, and there are a lot of people that saying, of course, you shouldn't done that because you are giving people money for, they are not working, they are drinking more alcohol because of that money and so on. But this is not true. I mean, there are not, the government did some analytics and they found out that there is no problem with that, really.
We've heard that nasty narration when the 500 plus started to be distributed, and lots of people suddenly could afford for vacation on the Polish Baltic Sea. By the way,
true.
You are very much invited to Polish Baltic coast because it's golden beaches, beautiful weather, fantastic sea. Although a little bit cold.
Not last year. Last year was very perfect.
Okay. Anyway, those who opposed the government said that those people are littering the beaches and they cannot behave.
I remember that poor people came to beaches, and now I cannot, lay on the ground and have some really nice view because there are poor people over there. I think it's nasty, really, saying like that. But we don't really know that. Like in Germany, is a program that is much the same as in Poland.
Kindermuttergeld.
Kindergeld. They give is a little bit more money because almost 200 euros for the first child. So we are given like 150, 170, maybe something like that. So is it a program that it's in Europe? It's not like Polish specific. So why it's a problem?
Well, it is maybe as our politics, because giving money to the people is considered not good investment, especially for those who benefited on the VAT frauds and so on. Because it's their money.
Yes, of course, that may be true.
Among various simulations is that this will jump our general GDP by 1 or 2% in a very short term. In the longer term, we don't know, because the question is whether the slowing down of the economy is approaching or not.
Yeah, we don't know that. I mean, we can say that it is maybe approaching. It should approach taking care of. If we listen to some economists, they said that it is approaching. Like it should be in the late 2019. So maybe really the government is trying to do something with that. I don't know. But the 13th pension, which you mentioned earlier, is like the lowest pension in Poland is not very, not very big, 1,100 zlotys, so it's not very much. So they are given this year the 13th pension to people who should get it. And they will try to give it next year and next year also.
Among the last week's proposals, there is also a proposition of rebuilding the public bus transportation in the small towns and villages.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea. I've been I'm a journalist for almost 10 years now, and I remember that this was the topic I was writing most articles like 7-8 years ago, because there are little villages. We are living in Warsaw right now. Maybe I'm living in Warsaw, so we have no problem with commute. We have no problem with transport.
The Warsaw transportation is top class.
Yeah, it's really good. But if you live like 50, 70, 100 kilometers from a big city, you live in a little village, little town, and you don't own a car, you have a big problem. You have a problem to go to the doctor, you have a problem to go to the school, or to the university, or anything.
Shopping, whatever.
Yes, and they are like the elites from Poland did something in the 90s. They said just, okay, we don't need public transport really. The private is okay. Just take the money from the passengers, they will buy the tickets, and everything is okay.
And then it turned out that if there are 2 passengers a day from a village, there is no point to run a bus over there.
But Western Europe is giving some money to private companies that own buses to drive for the 2 passengers, because this is a public transport and everyone should have an opportunity to go to the doctor, even if they own a car.
Well, this is also economical. Everyone should have the same access to the not only the public services, but be able to go for work and look for it. And if you have no bus from your village, how on earth you can go even to the city that's 70, 50 kilometers from your town? And so this will be the major equalizer in Polish countryside.
I hope so, that it's going to be like that. And what's interesting, Jarosław Kaczyński, the ruler of the Law and Justice Party, said that this program is going to be launched in April, so it's not very far from here. It's like 2 months.
This is another, I guess, Polish invention to make electoral promises and fulfill them before the election.
Yeah, because maybe we are just used to it that if you make some promises, you won't fulfill them after the elections, so you have to do it before.
So they delivered, and we'll see what will be the result of the election in October, because that's probably when we'll have the general
November, we
election.
don't know yet. Yeah.
Okay. And we'll see if the Poland will be able to carry on its policy, and if this policy will bring progress in the economy of this country.
Yeah, we will see in a couple of months, maybe.
Maciej Hutkiewicz, sir, thank you very much for this insight. And that was it for our Poland Daily Business Edition.